Hi, my loves. Join me. Let's glam up my beautiful black American client. Like, is her joy that day for me. Like, it's one of the most easy bride I've ever worked on. So let's go. Sorry, I've done her skin prep off camera. So I'm going in with foundation with my soft Alabama beauty blender. Look at how soft it is. And she's looking at me and she's smiling. Like, she's very easy person. But you have to listen very well. Like, I have to put my ear down to be hearing everything she's saying. Yes. Okay, guys. This is me applying her foundation. I use MAC foundation. Yeah. I used my foundation and it was just a perfect shade. No mixing. So I'm dabbing in the foundation to her skin. When I meet her, like, her auntie booked to me, but then I didn't know she doesn't stay in Nigeria. She was not even born in Nigeria. When I saw her, I'm like, wow. 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 So started after the foundation and contouring her face. I'm being careful not to do too much to give her a skin light finish. Like, she'll still be in her skin and still be looking beautiful. Yes. So I'm blending in the contour. Make sure I blend very, very, very well. She was just keeping her face perfectly, like no stress. When we say keep like this, she's like that. Keep the other way, she's that way. Like, it really makes the work easy for me. So this is me contouring the other part of the face. This Alabama is very magic. Like, it makes the work more easy. The work is easy, but the Alabama really helped to make it easy, more easy, make it easier. Yeah. So I'm taking my time to blend in the contour. You know, whenever I'm working on dark skin, I'm very, very, very mindful not to do too much. I'm very, very mindful not to do too much. So I go ahead with a nose contour. When I've not done her blush, I've not done her highlighting, and I'm going straight to her nose contour. Can you imagine this? Okay, let's see the outcome of everything. I make sure I blend very, 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 very well. Very, 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 very well. Yeah. So after that, I go ahead with blush, Tehila to the world. I know there's this other blush I'm beginning to admire. Like, I'm beginning to wish I'll get one day, but then let me still be using my Tehila. I love this Tehila. So I go over to the other side and I ask her to do shades more. She's doing the shades with her full chest. Yes. I'm being so mindful not to do too much. So now placing the concealer. I'm blending. So now look at her skin. Like, she's still in her skin, like in her very skin after everything. And now I'm beginning to understand the effect of not highlighting before nose contour, because this contour now is making the nose big again. Like, the snatching is no longer there. The snatching is no longer there because I didn't follow the right step. So let's go, guys. I keep highlighting. I keep on highlighting. This bride is too friendly. Like, she's too friendly. She don't have problem. Hey, God. This my bride don't have a problem. Like, she doesn't have a pro. So I start to look up so I can blend under the eyes very well before I set it. And then she's keeping her face that way. So I'm getting the setting powder. I start to look up. Got me pressing in, building up little by little. I'm not packing too much. I'm very mindful. I'm building it up little by little. I'm building up. I'm taking my time. I don't pack too much products because I keep having in mind that I want to have a seamless finish at the end of this makeup. Like, she'll still be in her skin and yet be looking beautiful. So I go ahead to set other places: forehead, nose bridge. So I go ahead with blush from Juvia's palettes. Yeah, blushing highway, just to give this face more warm and more definition. So I go ahead to use my powder palette to run through all the contour areas, like the nose. You see what I'm doing? You know, it's liquid contour, so you cannot leave it like that to go and be doing other places, other things. So I have to go over again all the contour areas using the dark shade from the powder palette to run through it again. So this is me using powder all over her face except the highlighted area. So I'm brushing off excess products from the brows before I'll tame it down. I carved this brow myself, or she carved it. I think her brow came like this. Yes, I did not carve it. I think she did waxing and it's so perfect. Like, the brow is so fine. So after taming it down with brow tamer, I go ahead with setting powder to set it first before outlining. So after setting, I use powder brush to dust off excess setting powder there before I go ahead with outlining. So it's a pencil brow again. I'm using pencil to outline. After outlining, I use pencil again. This is David's pencil. I also make my strokes from the beginning. I stroke in. Remember, she's dark skin, so I'm being more mindful, So I'm outlining. Sorry, after outlining, I'm making strokes. I don't shade in. I'm making strokes. Then I do the same on the other brows. I outline first with a very sharp pencil. You can see me switching them. I don't work with pencil that is not sharpened. It's going to give you a thick line, and that's not what you bargain for. So I always switch immediately it's thick. I switch immediately. So now I'm concealing under her brows. I'm taking my time. Yeah, I have to blend out before it dries. I go in with a dark shade, like the contour shade at the beginning of the brow area. Because the brow bone that I want to pop, I want the brow bone area to pop. And every other place is okay. Just the brow bone to pop. So I blend very well, like I make sure I blend. And I use Perfect's foundation shade help to clean the excess, help to reshape it and to define it. I'm taking my time, little by little, and then I blend out. Blend. If you leave it and you want to go and do the other one, before you come back, this one has dried up, like dried up. So I use the remaining concealer on my hand to do her base, her eyeshadow base. So I go in with my Morphe palette. I'm trying to make everything look calm. Morphe palette, and I'm using a brown shade mixed with black. So I go ahead with orange. I go ahead with orange shade. So I'm applying it little by little. And I'm blending at the same time. Little by little, I'm blending at the same time. So I go ahead to blend everything to avoid harsh lines. I blend in very well, so there won't be no harsh lines. I'm still blending. Bread where they give joy. I don't know what she's telling me here. So at this point, I'm using mascara to brush her natural lashes, to dust off excess products, colors from the eyeshadow. Yeah, taking my time. You know, the eyes is a very delicate area, so it's not something you do vam. No, just take your time. All this time I've been taking and taking is more reason why if I'm going for a job I don't go late. I come in time. So I'll take my time and do my stuff. And though I don't waste time doing my makeup. So after brushing her underlash, I go ahead with highlighter. I know at some point I was asking her to eat before I'll continue. She said no, she's not hungry. Before she asks the mom to give her this thing, she's eating now. I don't even remember what that is. Is it pancake or something? I don't know. Listen, that when you put it in oil, it will just rise. Like, I don't know the name. That's the only thing she says she can eat for the day. So I'm using Nuban highlighter to highlight everywhere, to make it glow. To make it glow. So my setting powder. Setting spray. Which one is setting powder again? God, I beg. It's setting spray to count down all the powdery effects. Look at how everything is calm. I didn't record when I applied a shimmery eyeshadow on her face. I don't know, but I think I added something to that shadow at some point. So I go over to the lip. I'm outlining from Becharm Ageless. I think I have certain powders on my hand. So I'm outlining. Remember, she's dark skin. So I'm trying to use a dark shade that will pop, and at the same time not too bright because she wanted something calm. She don't want something too loud. You know, American people. So I asked her to smack her lip. So I go in with orange shade from the palette again. I have to smack. You know, smacking the best way to blend. So this is me adding lip gloss to her lips. Yeah. I have to smack again. And I use Silly to seal everything together. And then look at our beautiful bride. Look at that. She loves everything.